Welcome to Popcorn Study Club. We're just three best friends. Oh, are we best friends? I
think
think
so.
best friends.
Oh my
I think
God.
We're just three girlies who love watching movies and TV shows. We love watching them. We love eating snacks, and we love to talk about the things we watch. So, my name's Francesca,
I'm Lisette. And I'm Taylor.
and thanks for joining us today. We're talking about Send Help from Sam Raimi, director of Spider-Man movies, director of Evil Dead movies, director of a Doctor Strange sequel, which is where he really connected with Rachel McAdams, and that's why he wanted her in this one. Yeah, so we're just, a big blockbuster action horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, an action horror
Yeah.
has definitely lots of those elements. He's in his bag in this movie, I'd say. And for those who had not heard, it stars the wonderful Rachel McAdams. An employee and her insufferable boss become stranded on a deserted island, the only survivors of a plane crash. Here, they must overcome past grievances and work together to make it out alive. Yeah, so it's a survival movie. I'm like not really drawn to those because I don't like isolated stories. I don't like when people are like isolated. Like I've never seen Castaway. Also, my dad is a retired FedEx driver, so I never want to watch it. I never want to think about that. Have you seen Castaway?
No.
Yeah, Castaway Tom Hanks is a FedEx driver who gets
Oh, is that
he's a FedEx employee who gets like stranded on an island.
how?
I don't know. I've never watched the movie.
No, but I do have a funny story.
You haven't seen it either?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I don't like that.
But I do know about Wilson.
Yeah,
I know
same.
Wilson won for his role as a
Best supporting
volleyball.
actor. Yeah.
But no, that short film that I was talking about earlier, when it came time to film, one of the extras, this older man, brought his friend who is also this like older man onto set with just like these kids, and he was talking about how he was this incredible actor and how his dream part was to redo Castaways where he played every character. Like he's just telling us this sitting in a garage.
Yeah.
Like he's not there to do anything other than like his friend who played like a background cop brought him, and we're doing like these crazy long takes,
Right.
and like with blocking, and I'm like, dude, you need to move. Then he's just going on and on about how his dream role is to play every character in Castaways because he thinks he's as good as Tom Cruise or Tom Hanks. Probably
Is there
Tom Cruise too,
is there
though.
more than one character? I thought it was just him in the volleyball.
I mean, probably at the beginning of the movie before they get stranded,
But I'd love for him to play the volleyball too. It's fascinating. It's fascinating.
Yeah, it's a two-hander. We got Rachel McAdams. We got Dylan O'Brien. Love of my life. White boy of the century for me.
He is cute.
Oh,
Even as a dick, he's cute.
I know. Gosh, it makes me so sad to see him be an asshole, but he's just so good. Sorry, this isn't gonna be me for like 20 minutes just doing this. It could be, but
Wow. Yeah, the slow-mo scenes of him shirtless. I mean, we did get some butt.
we did get a booty. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah, so Rachel McAdams, she's been at this company for 5 years. She's been at this company for a while. She's been up for a promotion. The president of the company passes away, and
Before she's supposed to be promoted.
and this shithead little son of his becomes the president, and he's just the typical, like, this movie and premise kind of feels like it's on the opposite of Two Sleepy People. It's like 10 years too old. So she's like passed over for a promotion. He's promoting all of his buddies. He's like propositioning people who like want to like work for him. It's like all very dated, sexist, bad.
Like a caricature.
It's like, whoa, it's like, oh God, this is still, I mean, it still happens. But it's like she's portrayed very like schlubby and gross. So gross.
I mean, she's gorgeous, and I'm like,
I know. I was like,
I've been like icked out by her.
Yeah, so she tries to ingratiate herself with him, but he's just entirely dismissive of her, but she does really good work. So he gives her a fake chance, I guess, to prove herself on a merger trip to Taiwan.
I can remember.
Thailand.
Thailand? Oh yeah.
I thought it was Hong Kong.
Taiwan feels pretty woke.
Well, right. Thailand again. This concept is 10 years too old.
I think they got stuck in Thailand. But
Thailand. Oh wait, the flag's on the boat. You get the setup on why they're disgruntled, why they don't like each other, and they get on the plane. It's a very gruesome. It's the first part of like it. This is where you're remembering Sam Raimi is directing this movie. You get a very gruesome plane crash. That's like they're stuck in a storm. The plane rips. The doors fly off. People are flung out, strangled by their dumb like ties and stuff like that. And the thing about Rachel's character is that she is a huge Survivor fan. You see her audition tape for the show. She's calling out Jeff. She wants to be cast on this show so bad.
Pathetically.
Pathetically, a little pathetically.
A little pathetic. You want her to too much.
She's a loser. It's so upsetting because she's the coolest person in our world, in our universe. The universe of the movie does not believe her to be so. But yeah, she's like a survivalist. She like has done her research. She's like in strategy and planning, you know. She knows how to survive, get things done. And so in the movie it's just her and it's just Bradley, her boss. They're stranded on this island and like they know they'll be found. They know they'll be found because black boxes on planes and crash sites and
billionaire son family or whatever.
Like they'll be found some way. Whether or not they'll be alive is the case. And then it you know, for a bit it's a survival movie and then it unfolds into like they want to kill each other literally. They fight it out. It's like their relationship really goes through like a whole journey. Like even watching it, you're like, they're fighting, but like, are they kind of into each other? He's like engaged, but like, she's not there. And like they're flirting and they forgive each other, but do they really? There's just so much like unresolved, like as much as they do like verbally resolve it sometimes, there's just like so much tension between them because of the power dynamic they left behind in their like everyday life, and they're in such an extreme situation where now the power dynamic and like skills and abilities are flipped, and you know they have to depend on each other, which neither of them want to do, but you know they have to. And yeah, it from Rachel's character Linda, you kind of like see how she kind of deals with having this power over Bradley at times, but then also like kind of being in denial that she does have to kind of go back ultimately. And then it also kind of, there's like a twist at the end, I guess it's part of the plot, but it doesn't unfold like a standard, like they're stranded, they get stuck, they discover things about each other, they learn from that, they go back to real life, and they're now changed for the better or worse for it. This is Linda's story, and you like want to root for her the entire way through.
If I were to describe this movie to someone like super quickly, I would say it's an episode of like a Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Yes. Here we go.
Right?
Oh,
like
really
that's the vibe. Like that's literally the vibe of the whole movie, of like them like trying to outwit each other and that power struggle and dynamic. But I totally disagree. I did not find Linda likable, and I didn't really care to root for her, but I definitely didn't root for him. Keep in mind though, like this movie, Send Help, Survival, I was fighting for my life in this movie the whole time. I was like, send help for me, because I was sitting next to someone who had no movie etiquette and decided it was okay to bring in corn nuts.
I did not hear that.
And drink out of a bottle that you had to constantly untwist the cap. I was like Rachel McAdams throughout that whole movie, and I was ready to use some like octopus venom on him and paralyze him so I could just fucking watch this movie. I was in survival mode the whole time. So as I was watching this Tom and Jerry cartoon unfold, a bloody Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Bloody.
But man, like that final scene when like they're fighting, I was picturing homeboy next to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take my cookie dough bites and just shove them down your throat, and it would be a lot quieter because they're soft.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a reason they only sell certain types of food at the theater.
Corn nuts.
I mean,
Crazy.
In a loud bag.
Yeah. That's the thing I didn't realize all that too.
Yeah.
And the noises.
I saw Madam Web and literally witnessed two young people using that as their private like make out fondling room. And that was less distracting than corn nuts. That was less distracting than corn nuts, for sure.
Road to Madam Web.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, Madam Web gets the kids in the mood, I guess. I don't know. Ick.
Bro.
Yeah. Kylie and I were just like,
Get another room. Like,
yeah. For Spotify listeners, I'm just making a shocked face.
Okay, what were you guys' expectations or of the movie beforehand?
I had higher expectations.
Did you watch the trailer or anything?
I did see the trailer. I thought this was going to be this wonderful example of the patriarchy and it biting him in the ass. But so that was my what I thought, like, send help. I thought it was going to be like a great revenge film, which it was a revenge film.
Did you expect Linda to be or like have this type of journey?
Yes.
I was.
No, I did expect her to have this journey. I expected the ending.
Okay.
I totally throughout the movie saw everything unfolding like it as it did. I just found her to be so incredibly annoying. Like almost too much of a character of like she was like a Phyllis from The Office, but like still not like she just wasn't likable enough. And I don't know if that's because of how she was written or if I just don't think Rachel McAdams was the right character or cast for this. Because I thought Dylan O'Brien was like a perfectly written asshole.
Yes. Yes.
She was too extreme for me.
Yeah.
Or I was like, I don't want to hang out with her either.
She was like too in her element. Yeah, I thought she was gonna be more gracious or like more like generous. I guess she was, but like there was that whole like I'm still so mad, rightfully so,
Yeah.
of like the way he was treating her, just based off like his prejudices against her, just like quick judgment, shallow judgment on her. But I don't know if I've watched the full trailer to this, but you know, I'm sold. I see two actors I really like and I'm in whatever it is. And Sam Raimi, yeah, I'm just like, I'm into this. I like the weird shit he does, and this is gonna be an interesting project no matter what. I don't watch a lot of like survival stories or like movies like are like isolated. The people are just two people, it's just them. But I thought I probably didn't expect her to like be as to hold as much rage as she did while smiling in his face about it. I did applaud her though when she was being like, hey, like, jackass, you're gonna die here without me. I know how to do all of this stuff. I know we're gonna be found though. Like, I know people will find us. So, you know, she's playing it the way she needs to, like, if to get her promotion, to get an apology back from him. I did think some things were too like Deus Ex Machina, like the whole fucking house at the end. But I mean, like she hints. I mean, it's hinted in there. It's like, don't go over there. There's like poison ivy and shit like that. You're gonna get like a rash. It's like obviously she's like found civilization. She's found spoilers. Okay, now I have no qualms about spoilers here. But it's like she knows, and she's like, I'm gonna keep this dude under my thumb. He's so helpless. And like I do like that neither of them kind of budge on like how they actually feel. Like that neither like truly soften to the other person, and that makes like the actual physical fighting and like stabbing and slashing that they do with each other like that much more satisfying. Because yeah, you're like, well, Linda is the protagonist, she's not the hero, she's like the protagonist of this story. You're just kind of like, damn, like I kind of want to see both of them getting their licks in of like, you guys just need to literally just fight it out. You guys are pissing me off.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you think?
I went in zero expectations, and I like what you were saying of them not softening up, because I did feel like that's what kind of made me laugh a lot, where I'm like, bro, why would you do that? You already know she's like the best of the best. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And some of those things I think, yeah, would made me laugh. This one made me, I think, laugh a little bit more than Anaconda.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I was like laughing a lot more. But the only one thing that kind of that I laughed, but it's not supposed to be funny, was like some of the shots, because it's like looks very CGI or AI or something. I'm like,
That distracted me.
I was
sometimes.
they couldn't shoot
Like the boar was so CGI that it that's when it got like camp.
Yeah,
I got
the whole movie felt very campy.
campy, but it felt like it shouldn't have been.
It-
Like, it felt like it should have been more of a
design of it was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
Like you could
Yeah.
tell all the fake foliage and then like the CGI backgrounds, like
Yeah.
And some of the shots of like them at night, of like the campfire, I'm like, oh, they could have done like something different. Like this looks so fake. Doesn't
Yeah.
look like they're by the beach at all.
It looked fake, like Anaconda did. Like with the weird CGI and stuff of the snakes and everything. It felt like the same person did it.
Yeah.
the animals.
Yeah.
and, like,
Animals for sure. Yeah.
So it felt like they shot more on location on
Anaconda.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
did they even leave a lot?
Yeah.
Right. They just poured sand.
The wide shot, I was like, when it's like droning out, I'm like, cool, but you couldn't have done that like at an actual beach. Like
Right.
that was crazy.
Like, this is Sam Raimi.
yeah.
You couldn't get a
The
beach.
cliffside, I was like, I get it. That's obviously not safe, but I'm like,
Well,
what the fuck?
you know,
Oh my God.
you know what though? It did kind of look like a set in Survivor, which could have been a creative choice.
I literally was expecting.
When were they gonna blow their torches out? I was waiting for an eviction.
Honestly, I was like, she would be so lucky if they landed on an island and like she just walked along the coast and they were filming Survivor.
That would have been a way more satisfying ending. Where
Where tied it in a way the way that Anaconda was tying back to like it's like, oh my god, it's the set of Anaconda. reboot.
that's
It's like,
good.
oh my god, it's Jap.
Right.
I would have loved that.
like at the very end, you hear that
Chemical-
oh, and she's like, holy Jeff Probst, what are you doing here? That would have been insane.
Cutting to like the camera, like the look of like the reality of just like
They're in Fiji the whole time.
going through like what's it called when they're at the
Oh,
the fire pit.
yeah, what do they call that?
Gosh, but like you just see her peeking out in the back and being like,
Yeah.
hello?
Yes, I know. And like that's campy, but the movie was campy and it would have been appropriate. It would have been an appropriate silly ending. That's why it was like,
Yeah, I did think it was going to be scarier than
Me
it
too.
was. You're right. I think that's what it was. I was expecting it to be scarier, but just from the introduction, I'm like, oh, it's just funny. Because my sister was like, I kind of want to see it, but I'm scared. I'm like, actually, don't be scared.
It's just more of a thriller, I guess, in like the personal dynamics of it, really.
but funny.
But funny because neither of them are letting up and they're just like being like, I'm going to stab
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, more Army of Darkness, less Evil Dead. Like in the goofs.
Mm.
Yes, in a rush.
And I am a fan of like survival movies where they show things, and I'm like, oh, maybe I could survive out there. Like,
Right, like Hatchet.
yeah,
Or what was the one with the guy in Alaska?
Alone.
No,
That's a good job.
the based on a true story, the guy who
Into the Wild.
Into the Wild, yeah.
I mean, he fully survives that one.
No, he died. He died.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at.
I should just add a popcorn sound every time you spoil something. Pop, pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the survival aspects. I like the physical comedy of some things, or show every time she came back where she made some things. Like, how do you have
Oh yeah, the basket she'd
the
tweet.
fruits too? Right away, I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck? There's no strawberries there. There would not be any strawberries. Some of the fruits I saw there, I was like,
Too good.
Yeah, but then you realize that she was raiding.
yeah,
She was
But that like it was a good reveal because you don't see her like she doesn't like show her hand too much. She's just like, I'm just gonna get you more fruits because you're also seeing like his perspective. Like he's like stuck, he's trapped, he doesn't know what the fuck where they are. He doesn't know what the land has to offer. So maybe she is finding all this. Who knows? That was the fruits.
yeah. I liked her though. I think she was. I like being in the corporate world. I was like, oh yeah, I got a lot of coworkers like her.
yeah.
Definitely. And I mean, not so much like him, but for sure where you see positions changing and you're like, they're probably friends, or like this just the likability. They'll push somebody up just because of the likability, not necessarily. Sorry, but I see it. It's not necessarily like the skills. It's like,
Yeah, made me mad. Made me
Yeah.
mad.
as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah,
When he took the post-it off the reports. Ooh, I was so mad.
yeah.
Oh, I know, but he had a good death.
Oh, gosh, yeah. And then I guess, yeah, speaking about like the cinematography of it, like even though it doesn't get all like gory, thrillery, weird like that until like the plane crash, like the shots at the beginning, like when she has like the tuna salad on her face, and then he's like, "What is this on my hand?" And it's like all the close-ups
Oh yeah, that's when I was like, I forgot this is in 3D. I was like,
why is there a 3D option? You were like, let's not watch the 3D. I'm like, why would there be a 3D?
that's what I thought too. And then when we were watching, I was like, oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Actually, that would be kind of funny.
I just feel like some of those, like, I feel like there's some movies that make sense, but like to make everything like that, like it's just,
That's his style, though, and like.
Put on your red and blue glasses here.
Whoa, what is this?
It's like Arrested Development. They did an episode like that. And they're like, put your red and blue glasses on. And it's like his pennies fly in your face.
Oh my
So
gosh,
stupid.
were those the Netflix episodes?
No, that was one of the original.
I gotta rewatch that. Gosh, gone.
I totally forgot that. So it totally makes sense when I just wonder how her giving him, like when she's trying to help him when he got lost in the water and she's throwing up all over him, what that would have looked like in 3D.
oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I will add that I have 2 friends that have a phobia with like vomit.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is a movie I would be like, don't watch it.
It was really gross.
Because if you have
It was as gross as
vomit
The
phobia.
Exorcist. Gross.
Yeah, but it was my favorite part.
The tuna on the mouth, though, is grosser to me.
Yeah. The vomit scene, what I think. That made me laugh so hard because it was so ridiculous.
I was so overstimulated by that point
true.
because, like, I was having, as Francesca said, the 4D experience
And
of that
we're
movie.
like,
I was in, like, actual survival mode, trying to, like, start a fire to create distance between me and my partner on the left of me. But, yeah, no, that
Yeah,
vomit, I was like,
just be like, get me out of here.
yeah,
You were gonna walk out.
stimulated like her. Yeah, and then like him.
But yeah, I guess still talking about the cinematography of
Oh, yeah.
like the flying through the jungle shots, like very Evil Dead. Like
Yeah.
I think it's been a while since I watched a Raimi movie, like a pure Raimi movie that wasn't like handled by Disney. But yeah, like all of his trademarks are in there, but like the gore of it also, like the blood is so deep red and like splattered everywhere. I'm like, oh my gosh. But like yeah, just using a kind of like, I guess we were kind of all like kind of talking about it, but like do you have like a favorite aspect or moment about the movie from the movie?
A favorite. I think the part, and this is why the pacing or not pacing, but the trying to figure out what this movie was is a perfect example. I loved the part where she paralyzed him with the octopus and she's pretending to castrate him and she ends up cutting the rat. From that point on, I think it should have turned into a horror.
Yeah.
That was such a scary, crazy, weird moment that shocked me too, that I wish it took that horror and ran with it.
Yeah.
But that was my favorite part because I just thought, oh my God, she's fucking insane.
Yeah.
And she is prepared for any natural disaster.
Yeah, that moment I was like,
And he earned it
yes.
because he tried to poison her.
Yeah, because being so prepared, you're right. And then the ending aspect of like the hand being kind of popped out, like that, she would have not made that mistake.
Well, she got washed up to shore.
Oh.
Yeah. She didn't bury her.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. But like that could have been a more horror moment.
Yeah.
I think it could have been scarier in like a fun way.
Like liked to see her actually, well, I guess they do show it. I guess like the reveal to be more horror, like to actually see it in the moment instead of like the reveal of it later.
No, it just was too like his react like okay, but perfect example, a stupid effect was they always when they showed the fiance's diamond ring, it would like flash.
Yeah.
And so when he finds her hand it buried in the sand and you see the diamond flash, like it was silly that he found it wasn't scary. And I think that from before going through that, it should have turned into like a horror, like his horror, and you're rooting for her because he's a terrible person. But like those little moments of like the like cling sound with the flash of the diamond, I just thought this is so cheesy.
And that's crazy because if you think about like editing, I always think about how much you can change like the film's tone and everything. Like if they can do Twilight as a reality TV show just based off clips,
Yeah,
that second half could have been
they could have made it
edited.
scarier.
Yeah. Even
I-
just from the shots that they got and everything could
Yeah.
have been different.
The score
Yeah.
could have changed
Or two, yeah.
because
Because especially that last scene where she's
Yeah.
covered in mud and she looks like like I was like, damn, I want to have that as like a costume that looks so cool.
Yeah.
But it's not. You're not like you're not scared at all.
I wanted it to
Easily, but
be
yeah.
Misery
Yeah.
by the back half of the movie, but you're rooting for Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
I wanted it to feel like that. You know, that would have been such a good, fun, like, yes. Yeah. But that was my favorite, like, crazy moment.
Yeah, and I think like to that point, before I get into like my favorite moment of it, but like if she did like fully castrate him, like I'm just thinking, I'm like, is that the moment as the viewer you're like, she is going to kill him? Because like if she just left him castrated and they're found, like they're both going back into this world, and he's like, this bitch castrated me, arrest her. It's like, no, like she needs to like, and I think like I like didn't sense that though. I was like, even not knowing that she was just like cutting up a rat, I was like, I guess like I just didn't like buy that she was like going to kill him. But it was like survival at the end, like her killing him, like
I thought she was going to kill him and herself. I thought she was going to get like a death of like what this, she loved the island so much she could be herself. I thought there's no way she's going to leave it alive. Like this is where she'll go, like find her peace, you know?
yeah, because she was like, she kept finding all the boats that were gonna find them, and she was like, no, not yet, not yet. And like I thought that was gonna be like for me to convince him to give me back my job, but like honestly, was that even a conversation that he was like,
No.
he just apologized and was like, I see your value, but like he never is actually, I mean, it's like his friend's dead, like he couldn't take that position anyway. It's like, was she gonna take it?
I took it as like she just wants more time to be in control.
Right.
And that's why I think it should have spiraled into this horror.
That she's like,
Because she's like, I'm obsessed with like almost like she's taken over by the
island.
the island. Yeah.
I still haven't seen Lost, but I get it. I get what Lost does. Gosh, my favorite aspect of the movie were the leads. Like, I love them. Like, they're my Shaylas, and like seeing them together, just like it's just so nice to see my boy get to act with like such an incredible, talented, beautiful actress, and like them just be. It's like, as much as I hate like watching movies where it's just like two people or like they're isolated, I'm like, that's they have really good chemistry together. So it's like, it's gonna be entertaining, of course. Like, why do I even need to worry about that? But like they were so good. They were so good together, and I just loved watching them together through it all.
I wonder if that guy that showed up on set for my short film thinks he could play each part in this.
That'd be hilarious.
I believe
He's the boar. He's the two leads. He's the plane. He's the flight attendant.
he's Dennis Haysbert.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like satisfied with the movie, but I was just like, I went to go watch them, and so I was like really happy with them.
What about you, Lizette? Favorite part?
My favorite part was definitely the vomit part.
You sicko.
I just thought it was
You sick freak.
I just like love when things get so ridiculous. You're like, what?
You love to throw up.
Yeah.
That was like a real moment. You're like, this girl.
That's why I think it was funny to me
Yeah.
too, because I was like, actually, that could happen. You're just like, oh shoot, he's gonna die then.
But she's like, she'll save him because she, still needs him.
She's like waterboarding him.
And then
Yeah, she kind of like, and he's like kind of reacting to it too. He's like, oh, so it's coming through.
He's like, okay, it's working. Get off of me.
that was my favorite part. I mean, I guess we've also gone over critiques of it.
Mm-hmm.
I thoroughly enjoyed it still. I give it 3.5 pop kernels. It was a complete story from beginning to end, and I enjoyed it. I just think that the vibe was kind of fighting each other. It was too cartoonish at times when I thought the concept could go a little deeper and be a little bit more impactful. But I had fun. I mean, for the most part, besides my date next to me.
Do you think if a different director like
Did it?
did it? Because like,
Yeah,
it just,
I do.
I was like, this is a Sam Raimi, like his style is all over it, and it's like that just because like the story and like the way it plays out, like all of that, but just like the choices you weren't vibing with. But like if a different director
Yeah, I think a different director.
like played it just more straight.
Yeah, and I don't even think you would have had to change really the dialogue or structure or anything. I think just
For your preference, like
yeah, I would have done it. I would have been curious what a different director would do to make it a little bit more horror. And I think playing around with the whole survivor thing would have been fun too.
Yeah.
What do they call? It's something ceremony. What is it called? It's gonna bug me.
guys.
No, I've never seen it.
God,
Tell us.
this is so like
So embarrassing.
I used to watch it all the time.
I only watched one season.
Man,
Tribal
tribal
council.
council.
Yes. Yes, we got there. We know what it is. Yeah. I give this 3.5 popcorn.
Butter, cheddar, kettle.
Ooh, it was savory, but you know what? There was still like there was savory. It was savory, but it had some fruit.
Fruit in your popcorn?
She got her raisinets. She does raisinets.
Oh yeah, but fruit?
I don't know. Maybe some raisinets. Fine. Actually, I guess yeah, raisinets would be apt for this. Yeah. Yeah, it was super entertaining, original. I don't mind the style of it. My favorite actors are in it. I mean, I looked at the love of my life for like 2 hours. Like, come on.
And his butt.
And his
Yeah, I looked over to her and she was like, I was like, that's what he looks like taking a bath in the ocean.
I like the struggle between the two. I like that was, there the entire time, and it wasn't. I like that they didn't have a whole journey of like acceptance and like forgiveness, and we're like, let's get through this together, and like that's probably why Raimi, like, he was like good for this, because it's like he just wants to get at like the human fucked up nature of like survival and violence and rage, I guess, that goes with all of that. But like I wasn't entirely wowed, I guess, but like, I mean, I had a great time. So 3.5 popcorns.
Savory. With
Savory.
pop.
Oh shit. Go. Oh no, battery's almost dead.
I did 3 popcorn.
3 popcorn. Okay, bye. See you next time.
Yeah, 3 popcorn for me. It felt like it was campy, it was cheesy. I liked it, but I didn't like hate it.
Yeah.
It isn't something I'd like rewatch probably.
No.
Pass.
Cheesy popcorns?
Yeah, cheesy popcorn. 3 cheesy popcorns.
Nice. Well, thanks for joining us on this double episode. Extra long, extra buttery. Join us next time for whichever movie we end up seeing next. And follow, subscribe, give us a like, do all the social media things, and we'll see you next time.
And be patient with us.
Patient.
We said still figured out. Yeah.
We have other jobs, guys. Come on.
All right. Until next time, guys. Bye.